You've tuned in to the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Here's a guy, now listen to this. Here's a guy who produced comedy, music, and live entertainment for well over 40 years. Isn't that amazing? 40 years? That's older than me. Now he's producing this show. Yes, this very show. Here he is, Scott Edwards.
Hi, welcome back to the Tag Team Talent Podcast. I got 3 more amazingly funny videos for you. But hey, look, it's Al Skinner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Al is one of the best comic magicians in Northern California, but you've really worked all over the country, right?
Yeah, sure. I have actually even overseas quite a bit.
Really?
I did 4 tours in
USO shows, or
no? They were for nonprofit things over in India.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
I bet that
spend 2 weeks there each time. It's great.
I bet that was a really receptive audience.
It is. They love magic. The Indian folks and culture, they love magic. Over here, it's kind of a little lower on the totem pole. Over there, it's pretty
well,
we're rock stars over there.
Yeah, magic really kind of got its start in India. Things like the standing rope.
Yeah.
Even the thing with the snakes was kind of a magic trick in the sense. Did you bring anything for the audience today?
I did. Last time I was here, we did the same where we took 5 $1 bills and turned them into 5 $100 bills. And I always perform that when I'm doing close-up work or strolling magic table-to-table type stuff. And afterwards, they always say, "Hey, I've got $1 here." And so I said, "Scott, bring me $1 and we'll see what we can do with that."
Hold on. Look, a nice crisp dollar.
Great. Yeah, because they always want me to turn their $1 bill into a $100 bill. So, Scott, let me ask you, I've never asked you this question. Are you a native of Northern California?
Yes, I am a native of Northern California.
Were you Sacramento area, or where were you?
Bay Area. I was born in Berkeley, but raised in Sacramento.
I thought you were from right here. Well, I don't mean like right here in the studio, but I mean, okay, so Berkeley. So that means you were part of the 60s revolution where capitalism and money meant nothing to you. I mean, money would just...
whoa, that's my dollar.
Well, last time I turned the ones into 100s. This time we're turning them into quarters. Okay. So when I do this for folks, then they kind of think, "Hey, wait a minute, you're messing with my money." Don't worry, we'll get it back. So we take a little magic fold just like this. Another little magic fold like this. You are, okay. Another magic fold just like this. And by golly, I think without any further ado, blow on that for me. All right.
Ooh,
great.
Sorry about that, bad breath.
Would you have garlic for breakfast? All right, here we go. And just like that, we are turning your $1 bill right back into a restored... Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. How am I going to spend that? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I have not seen a dollar bill like that.
Take this to the bank and just tell them David Coppertone said it'll still work.
Well, thank you. Well, that was great, Al.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show. You know what, though? As amazing that was, we do have 3 very funny videos for the audience.
Great.
So if you're ready.
I'm ready.
And if you're ready, let's jump into it. Our first act is a guy out of Los Angeles. He's still touring. He does a lot of self-produced one-man shows. Very, very funny. You've seen him before on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Friesen.
Oh, great.
You need the kids, though. You need them for technology, right? They keep you current. My son was bugging me for Wi-Fi. We were the last people on the planet to get Wi-Fi. And, well, here's the deal. We had it. We were getting it for free, but then our neighbor moved. His name was Linksys. All right, if you don't know why that's funny, your internet's probably slower than it should be. Ask your kids. So I had to hook it up legit. I spent all week on tech support. Oh, you ever talk to those guys? They hate me. They don't even hide it. They're like, "Look, you're obviously not getting this at all." I'm looking for some words you might understand. Is there anyone else there we can talk to? It's me and my son. Put him on. He's got all this jargon. Apparently, I was supposed to know before I called. Well, your TCP, IP, USB, and the elemental P. Oh, I got to reconfig the Jaggenhauser. Okay, I'm on it. I'm like a caveman. He's trying to get me to reboot something. I got two rocks I'm clanging together trying to get a spark. Zorg is angry, still no fire. We're going in circles. It's like Abbott and Costello. Who's your server? Who's my server? Exactly. Exactly what? No, what's your browser? Third base, right? Do you even know what you're talking about? I did before you called. I talked to this one guy for like 45 minutes. I finally asked him, how much is this costing me? He said, $2.50 a minute. Yeah, I was like, so what are you wearing? And he recommends this book, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Wi-Fi. He's like, you better write down, you might forget. I'm an idiot, dude. I'm married. I'll be reminded. So I went down to Barnes & Noble, right? I'm looking all over in the computer section for this idiot's book, right? I can't find it anywhere. Now I got to go get help finding the idiot's guide. That's a real watershed moment. Turns out there's like a whole section that's just for idiots. Like they're splitting us from the rest of the herd. Now they're putting us all together, you know, where they can keep an eye on us so we don't distract the regular customers with our special needs. He's so blunt about it. You know, he didn't say it, but he's saying like everything you need is right over here. Okay. What about the rest of the store? That's not for you. All right. I'm just psyched that they're all in one spot at least, but they're not, because there's another section for dummies. Now I'm torn. Now it's decision time. I gotta decide, a grown man in a bookstore, am I a dummy or an idiot? You got a test I could take? Who was right, my third grade teacher or my coach? You got a moron section, I don't want to hear about it. I'll be here all day. So I took home the idiot's book, read a couple chapters, right? Didn't help. You think it's embarrassing buying the idiot's guide? Try taking it back. Like, what do you even say at that point? I thought I was an idiot. Woo. I'm not even in the ballpark, man. He's looking at me like, what are you, some kind of idiot? No, I wish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Don Friesen. He is so funny, and what's great is he's talking about stuff that we all have had challenges with when it comes to computers, and as you and I both know, it's nice to have a kid around.
It is. You know, I was a software engineer for 20 years. And
I didn't know that.
And I've been out of it for so long that everything is, I'm like this guy, I should know all that stuff.
Yeah, am I an idiot, a dummy, or a moron? Right. Yeah, it's tough. Now, back then, though, you weren't like the 7-inch cards or DOS.
You know, when I went
to
school at the city college here, we started with the cards one semester. Then that was the end of it.
Yeah, anybody under 60 wouldn't, or 50 wouldn't remember the 3x7 cards. That's what really ran computers back in the day before everything was digitized. Yeah. But that's an exciting start to it. Ended up being a magical career.
Oh,
see what I did?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of magical, it's quite an illusion that this guy's a comic. No. He's actually a very funny guy. He is a really successful podcaster, but his base is comedy. We have a little bit to share with you. I worked with him on a special convention about 1.5 years ago. His name's Jeff Dwoskin. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a little comedy by Jeff Dwoskin.
All right.
So, what can I tell you? Married, I've got all girls. I think one of the greatest moments ever was witnessing the birth of my first child. I remember like it was yesterday. We started heading to the hospital. And my wife's water breaks in the car. She starts freaking out. We're never going to make it. We're never going to make it. Finally, I turn to her and I say, honey, then drive faster. That whole thing is crazy, you know, the whole process is crazy. You got every doctor and nurse coming in, checking your wife's dilation. So one guy comes in, he's examining my wife. He says, Mrs. Dwoskin, you're about 2 centimeters. And then he turns and he winks at me and he says, you're a very lucky man. And I'm like, weren't you just in the hallway pushing the snack cart? I'm like, can I get security in here? Yeah, before you take away the man that touched my wife, can I get a cupcake? Next thing I remember is the doctor saying the word episiotomy, which I later learned is it's Latin for your wife's not going to want to be with you for a very long time. It's ironic. The one thing that got you there, first thing they take away. But in the end, it's all worth it. Baby gets showered with gifts. Wife even got flowers from the snack cart guy. So, that's cool. You guys have kids? You guys have kids? Cool. All right, it doesn't matter. It was like, but the doctor was kind of pulling the baby out, right? He's pulling the baby out, and he hands me this cutting utensil because he wants me to cut the umbilical cord, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, Doc, you want me to cut my wife? I mean, shouldn't I practice first on something? Like, I don't know, a mannequin or a fetal pig or a single mom with no insurance? Something. What? Just jump in there? What? That is a pre-Obama healthcare joke. That's what that is. Once everyone has healthcare, I can't do that joke anymore. I'm all frustrated. So frustrated. Okay, love that joke. When the baby was born, her head was shaped like a cone. It was a cone-headed baby. I've got no idea how this works. No idea at all. My best guess is that the abode has a cathedral ceiling. I'm glad you got that. I did that joke last week in Taylor. I lost half the audience on the word abode. And the other half on cathedral. One guy on ceiling. That was weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Dwoskin on stage. Nice. So again, he's talking about things that many people have been through.
Right, yeah. I like it. Where's he doing this at, do you know?
Yeah, he's back east, I think in the east of Texas. That's pretty big. I think he's in the south. Okay. He talks about a town, I think he mentions Taylor or something. Yeah. But
that's right.
He's like Tennessee or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know him personally. I worked with him at that convention. Yeah. And he has a very successful podcast, which I should be plugging. Okay. I'll put it on the screen right here. I don't remember it. But he's a great guy and was doing some decent comedy.
Yeah. Good.
Something to share with the audience. Yeah. Good.
Nice.
But, Al, it's my favorite time.
What is that?
It's time for the
show?
No.
Okay.
Time for the classic rewind.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Just to catch you and the audience up, back in the 80s and 90s, I produced 3 TV series and a special for the Fox Network. And I took some of those, and I'm sharing them with the audience now. Okay. So it's great, very funny comedy. It was recorded back many decades ago, but funny is funny, and let's see if it still works.
Great.
This classic rewind stars Chris Hobbs, who is actually a local comic.
Okay.
He was one of the guys that got started in my open mic, got good enough that we put him on one of the early TV shows. Oh. Let's see what you think.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our classic rewind. Oh, I forgot the opening of the show.
Yeah.
I thought I'd share this with the audience.
Have a giggle today.
Oh, who's that guy?
Yeah.
That's
Chris.
Just you and me. What a time it will be.
Is this the first location, the old location?
It wasn't the first, but it was the main, my favorite location.
Is that the one that was by the restaurant?
Yeah.
Have a giggle today. Send your troubles away. Can't you hear me
I've been
say,
there.
come on, let's laugh
I had
and
that
laugh
car for a long time. It was a long
Hey,
time.
now what do
Did a
you
lot of
say?
parades.
Come on, let's laugh. It's Laughs Unlimited. Almost
So that was the
live.
opening of the TV show.
Sponsored by the new Y92. Today's hits, yesterday's favorites. 92.5 on your FM dial. And now, here's your host, Scott
Hey,
Edwards.
who's that handsome guy?
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughs Unlimited, almost live right here, shot in Old Sacramento. You guys having a good time? Hey, we've been here a while. We got a great show coming up for you tonight. Our headliners are regular here on Laughs Unlimited from Los Angeles. Milt Abel is here tonight. Let's hear it for Milt Abel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Laughs Unlimited flashback later on in the show, but right now another special treat. A comic who've gone to great expense to fly in from Citrus Heights, California. Hey, regular here at Laughs Unlimited, please, a big round of applause. Chris Hobbs, right here, Chris Hobbs.
Thanks very much. You guys look very nice tonight. Very lovely. I was going to try to look good for you, get a haircut today. But what happened, I went up to the beauty salon person. I said, look, I'm starting to get this receding hairline I'd like to cover up. And she's like, oh, no, what you want to do is you want to get a haircut that brings attention to that. You want people to focus in on that. I mean, it's like the same person who would tell Roseanne Barr, oh, wear a half shirt. That'd be good. So I'm originally from Sacramento, and I come back all the time. I was recently here for my grandmother's 75th birthday party. And we have one for every year, and it's really fun, except that her friends always come over. Because every year I see them, it's like the same thing every time. You know, they always say the same thing. It's like, my Chris, how you've grown. Boy, you're handsome. I tell you, if I was 30 years younger. They're always so nice, I feel like I should be nice back. It's kind of like, gee, Mabel, you sure have shriveled up. But you're really pretty, I tell you, if I was about 100 years older. And every year my grandma complains that she doesn't get good stuff for her birthday. So what I did this year is I saved up all the money that I've made in comedy so far, and I got her a blue velour shirt. She was so excited, she walked around the house all day going, dark blue, light blue, dark blue.
That was
took a second,
Chris
yeah.
Hobbs. Yeah, you know, the velour shirts, I don't even know if, I haven't seen one in a while, but
No.
if you remember, they kind of were two colored because depending on which way the threading was going, it could, anyway, I shouldn't explain this joke. That was Chris Hobbs, a local favorite back in the 80s, and the opening from one of my TV series.
Great.
I didn't know that was on there, so nice surprise.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the show?
It was great. Yeah, I liked all three of the comics. Any idea what Chris is doing nowadays at all?
No, I think he's chasing old women around.
Probably now he would.
Now
be,
he
wouldn't
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we had a great show. We had Don Friesen, who is
Yeah.
always very funny.
Yeah, I
Keep
like
an eye
him.
out for
I like
him.
him.
He's still doing one-man shows around the country. We also had Jeff Dwoskin. He has got a great podcast. The title's right here. And Chris Hobbs, who was a young open micer back in the day, but developed into a nice little act, and that's why he made the
great.
TV show. And then we got a chance to see one of the openings in a really young me, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a whole lot of fun. Al,
Yes, sir.
ladies and gentlemen, Al Skinner. A little bit of magic, always a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week with 3 more great videos. Thanks for watching. Tell your family and friends. Bye. Say bye, Al.
Bye, Al. You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Tag Team Talent Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss the next big talent reveal. And don't forget to write in the comments below which performer you thought was best in this episode. We love hearing from you. See you soon.